In 2021, I'm lucky enough that I can put a tiny bit of money to the side that I can invest in startups as a micro business angel. And when it makes sense, I want to share with you the reason why I decided to invest my money that way. And my first BA memo will be about Silvr. Silvr is a revenue-based financing startup that provides online retailers loans ranging from a couple of thousand of euros to 1 million. The way it works is simple. As an online retailer, you plug your marketing tool to Silvr, which analyzes your marketing campaign performance and suggests an amount that they can lend you based on the result of their analysis. First of all, let's put to the side the question of the founding team. I know both founders very well and they are super experienced, so it was a no-brainer for me. That being said, I was initially not so excited by their approach. Obviously, it was not about the value proposition. It's a killer value proposition. Like, which online retailer wouldn't like to get a quote for a loan super fast and 100% online instead of going through the complex processes of a bank? No, my initial concern was that the idea was great, but at the end of the day, it was going to be a race between debt startups to give away loans with the lowest interest rates possible and competing for the same best businesses. Basically, the startup that will win will be the one which will raise the most capital. Kind of economies of scale, but applied to finance. But after thinking about it quite a bit, I changed my mind. I changed my mind mainly because in my reasoning, I believe that I underestimate the depth of the market and the changes that are occurring currently. First, there's an exploding number of use cases for business loans. I tended to think of business loans as the old school process of going to your bank and just beg for what you could get. But when you look at what is happening online, debt is getting deconstructed into plenty of fundamentals units. For example, a business can use debt to finance its next Facebook ads campaign only, as we've seen with Silvr. But there are also startups that enable you to finance part of your employees' salaries, or finance the unpaid bills from specific customers, or provide money to pay suppliers in advance in very specific cases, etc. The bottom line is, loans are becoming more fluid, and it's impacting more and more aspects of a business for amounts ranging from a couple of hundreds of euros to millions of euros. Debt is getting atomized. Second, I believe that the addressable market will grow tremendously because more and more businesses will use debt for their daily operations. Part of it is because of an increasing number of businesses moving online, and part of it is because of the atomization of debt. Since the friction to get a loan is decreasing, plenty of businesses that would have never considered debt before will probably do it now. And the last point is that I believe that debt is not a zero-sum game. I believe that a company can apply and get loans from several providers. Same with an increasing number of VC-backed companies which use debt for the use cases that I mentioned just before. A first consequence of this fast-changing landscape is that I believe that debt will become programmable. As debt is getting atomized, this world will involve much higher frequency loans with smaller amounts and more flexible terms. I don't believe that debt providers can deal with this increasing velocity only with capital. They will need to build real tech backends that enable them to scale these aspects. So yes, the amount of capital raised will be an important part of success, but building the right tech to scale will also be critical. The second consequence is that I believe debt is just a great way to attract customers, but the best companies will log them through additional tools. Basically, come from the debt, but stay for the tools. It's possible that loans is just a marketing tools to attract customers, but the real value is to build the relevant tools for businesses which use it. And for all these reasons, this is why I'm very bullish on Silvr.